husband, Lieutenant Paris.
Are you saying he had no enemies?
I'm saying he had too many enemies. Any number of people could have wanted him dead. Former business associates he had destroyed, for instance.
Let's keep it a little closer to home for the moment. You yourself had a very good reason to wish him dead, didn't you?
You mean the will business? Of course Carolyn would have told you about the will. She hates me, you know.
Why should she hate you?
I suspect she's been in love with Charles for years, long before his first wife died and he married Ava. She did come to accept Ava and those worthless children of hers, but she never did accept my marriage to Charles.
Did Mr. Lansing know how Miss Bascom felt about him?
Of course he did. Of course he did. He just preferred me to her, that's all.
Yet he was planning to cut you out of his will as easily as he'd snip off a hangnail. But you obviously knew that, didn't you?
We all knew it. Craig, Laura, the Marchbanks, he made sure we were all aware of his plans.
Did you kill your husband, Mrs. Lansing?
No, I did not, and I can prove it.
Oh, really?
After seeing Madame Arcady and Carolyn to the door, Laura and I climbed the stairs together. She went to her room in the West Wing, where she and Craig have their suite. I went to Charles in my bedroom. I heard Craig say he was going to go out somewhere. You can ask him about that.
About what time was that?
10:15 or thereabouts.
What did you do then?
I had a splitting headache. I'm sure Madame Arcadia's seances have made several aspirin companies very wealthy. So I took a long soak in the tub with a cool washcloth laid over my forehead. Then I got up to go to bed and watch television.
Did you notice the time at that point?
Yes, the 11 o'clock movie was coming on. Imitations of Life with Lana Turner. I can tell you the plot.
It comes on a lot. I can tell you the dialogue. How long did you watch it for?
I stopped at about 11:45. I remember because that's when I got to look at the clock. Charles was still downstairs. I assumed he was looking over the new will. So I decided to go down and try one last time to dissuade him from signing it. I knocked. Charles, I said, let me in. I have to talk to you.
No way. Leave me alone.
I could tell from his voice he was drunk.
When he told you to leave, did you go right back to bed?
Yes, I was upstairs and outside my bedroom door when I heard the shot. It's funny what you notice during a crisis, isn't it? Craig was still dressed. I remember thinking, he hasn't gone to bed yet. Anyway, we came downstairs together. He'll tell you.
Williams did agree with Mrs. Lansing's story about meeting in the upstairs hall immediately after the shot was fired. This would seem to give each of them ironclad alibis. But of course, each could be lying. I questioned Williams on his activities tonight anyways.
That's right, Lieutenant Parrish. Just like Evelyn said, I drove to the Sunset Lounge after the seance.
Did you happen to notice what time you arrived there?
I left right after the others did, so it couldn't have been any later than 10:30.
How long did you stay for?
I don't know, about an hour.
Anyone there who can vouch for you?
Sure, they all know me. Jim, the bartender, the wait staff.
All right, I'll check it out. After you left, did you come straight home?
Yeah, it takes about 15 minutes. And I went right upstairs to bed.
And you didn't come out of your room until you heard the shot, about midnight.
No.
What were you doing in there?
I don't understand. Sleeping.
Do you always sleep in your clothes?
What?
Your mother said that she noticed you were still dressed when you met in the upstairs hall.
That sounds like something she would say. She'd try and throw suspicion at me.
She didn't accuse you of anything.
Well, if you really need to know, I had a little too much to drink, and I passed out on top of my covers.
Yet you weren't out too deeply to be awakened by the gunshot, were you?
Well, no, I heard something.
You don't like your stepmother very much, do you?
No, I hate her.
Would you tell me why?
Fine, I'll tell you. Tell you what kind of monster she really is.
I'm listening.
Evelyn, she was Charles' secretary, back before my mother died. Charles, he moved her into the house, gave her a guest suite. Said he'd like her to be available when he needed her. Later on, I figured out what he needed her available for. Everyone was away from the house. I was playing tennis at the club. Mother and Laura were shopping, and he had sent the Marchbanks away for a weekend holiday. I hadn't played but one round when I fell and I sprained my wrist. I came home early, went up to Mother's bedroom to see if there had any bandages in their medicine cabinet. When I opened the door, Charles and Evelyn were...
I think I understand why you dislike your stepmother now. It must have been quite a shock.
You don't know.
What happened then?
They hadn't seen me. As soon as my sister came home, I went to go talk to Laura.
Laura Williams proves that the old adage, still water runs deep, is true. To look at her calm demeanor, you never suspect the hatred she carried inside for Evelyn Lansing and the woman's late husband. When Craig told me about Charles and Evelyn, I was shocked, but not surprised. I knew what Evelyn was after the first time I met her, and honestly, I think my mother did too. I just thought that Charles would get tired of her though, but I was wrong. Evelyn had dug her claws into him deep, and even started to flaunt the relationship in front of Mother. Poor Mother. Father left her plenty of money when she died, but Charles had quietly absorbed her entire fortune into his own. It was only after she died. I know it must be a hard subject to talk about, but would you mind telling me what happened? The coroner ruled it an accident. She was going downstairs to the fruit cellar when she fell down. I don't know why she was down there. Minnie does the cooking around here. But Minnie was upstairs changing the beds. Benton was in the garden. Craig and I were out, so that left only Charles and Evelyn on the main floor, working in his study, so they said. Apparently, they heard a scream, rushed into the kitchen, and saw the cellar door open. Her neck was broken.
Why would you insist on staying in Darkwood?
Craig, the Marchbanks have taken care of us for so long, and now they're the closest things we have to parents. But Craig just depends on me. He doesn't know how to cope well by himself. After Mother died, I got a job in town. I was trying to raise up some money so Craig and I could move out. And after yesterday, I was going to leave anyway, but now.
What happened yesterday?
It doesn't matter anymore. I don't want to talk about it. Miss Willis,
Can you tell me about your movements tonight following the seance, please?
there's not that much to tell. After I said goodbye to the others, I went upstairs and went to bed. I woke up at about 11:35, and I couldn't get back to sleep, so I went downstairs to the library to get something to read.
So you went to the library.
Yes, it was 10 to 12.
Did you happen to pass the parlor on your way there?
No, it's an opposite wing.
Did you see anyone?
No,
Here.
not at all.
But you were in the library when you heard the shot.
Yes, I rushed straight to the parlor.
Were you the first to arrive?
Evelyn and Craig were coming down the staircase when I reached the entry hall. Minnie was right behind them. We all arrived at the doors within seconds of one another.
Minnie Marchbanks appears to be a simple soul, not someone you likely to choose as the prime suspect in a murder case. But I've been in this job long enough to know that if she had been in the house where a